OCR Radio.
The news at 8 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Sophie Duncan. Coming up on today's news, an elderly man is robbed and assaulted by a fake police officer.
Yeah, bogus officials. Unfortunately, it is a growing trend.
A new way of acting at the Oldham Theatre Workshop.
We decided to set up the idea of a social media soap opera.
And finally, are you excited for the Olympics? After recent attacks and robberies of bogus doorstep callers, Greater Manchester Police have warned the elderly of the dangers of not asking for identification after pensioner Alan Davis was attacked on his doorstep. We will now cross over to crime reporter Reade Vickers.
I'm here with PC Gear from Greater Manchester Police. So, what sort of credentials must be shown before getting entry into a house?
It depends on what company it is. The police, generally people don't ask us to show anything. If we're in plain clothes, they might ask us to see our warrant card. Any other business should have an identification card with them. Again, unfortunately, they're widely available to be able to be made falsely on the open market. But certainly people should be able to take a phone number from the person at the door, and they should be able to phone through and check all the details that are being given to them.
Do these sort of crimes happen often?
Yeah, bogus officials. Unfortunately, it is a growing trend. Not necessarily with the police uniform that's been used in this instance, but certainly people posing to be from the gas board, water board and things. Yes, it is fairly common now.
Thanks for that. Now back to the studio.
Anyone with information is asked to call Oldham CID on 0161 856 8951 or Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. Are you fed up with traditional forms of theatre? Oldham Theatre Workshop has switched the theatre for social networking sites Facebook and Twitter. After the success of last year's Actors House production, Craig Harris set up Our Town, a piece of theatre that you follow. Our entertainment specialist, Lewis Greenwood, has more.
I'm here now with Craig Harris, who's been a part of Oldham Theatre Workshop for just under 7 years. And where did the original concept begin?
We were working on a project last summer called The Wedding, which was a piece of theatre that we decided to add social media content onto so that the audience could follow characters leading up to a theatrical performance. And then we had just over 5,000 followers on The Wedding, so we decided to set up the idea of a social media soap opera that we would be able to then run over a longer period of time and get more people involved with.
And what issues does it cover?
The idea about it is that you can take any social commentary, any community issue, any event, and use it as a focus for characters in the storyline. So each of the characters in Our Town could live through an event or live their storyline.
And what is the next step?
Obviously, the main thing is that it gives a good profile for Oldham, and that Oldham people are able to know it as something that they own and to be a part of. What would be really nice eventually is to look at the idea of having an Our Town Bolton, an Our Town Stockport, an Our Town everywhere, that people could take the copy of our model and reproduce it in other boroughs.
For anyone who's interested in acting, call Oldham Theatre Workshop on 0161 770 3240.
And in lighter news, look out for the Olympic torch as it passes through Oldham on the 24th of June. We asked the public which sport they are most looking forward to.
Well, I'm definitely most looking forward to the athletics. I'll be watching that on the telly with my family because we don't have any tickets. But also Daniel Craig opening, that should be really good as well.
I'm looking forward to swimming because I enjoy doing swimming in my free time, so it'll be good to see that.
That was your news update at 8. Tune in at 12 for the lunchtime news show.
OCR Radio.
The news at 8 o'clock.